Senator from North Dakota.
Thank you, Mr. President. I rise today to honor the 2022 Football Championship Subdivision National Champions, the North Dakota State University Bison. This past weekend, North Dakotans once again filled Toyota Stadium in Frisco, Texas, where the NDSU Bison seized their 17th NCAA championship, earning victory over the Montana State University Bobcats by a score of 38-10. I had the opportunity to join Bison Nation in Frisco to cheer on the team, and as always, the fans created an overwhelming atmosphere of support and team spirit. At the same time, the Bobcats should come away from the game with pride, having capped off a successful season. The Bison have now won 9 of the past 11 FCS championships, an achievement that goes unmatched in modern collegiate football history. Further, this victory followed a strong season for the Bison, where they had a 14-win and 1-loss record, a continuation of a decade's worth of excellence and skill. Since 2011, the NDSU Bison have had 149 wins to only 12 losses, which includes a streak of 39 consecutive wins. Such a record stands as a testament to the hard work and dedication of the players and staff, including head coach Matt Entz. Accordingly, I'm joining with my colleague Senator Kramer to introduce a resolution honoring the NDSU Bison's achievements. We congratulate all of the players, coaches, and university leadership, including Athletic Director Matt Larson, NDSU President Dean Brashani, and others, on building this tremendously successful program. And we recognize the important support of Bison Nation, which helps drive this team to victory year after year. The NDSU Bison are the pride of North Dakota. Their accomplishments, character, and work ethic represent the very best of our state. And we say congratulations again to the national champions. And as always, we say, go Bison. Now, before I turn over, and of course I present the resolution for the record, Mr. President, and ask that it be entered into the
objection.
record. Thank you. Before I turn to my colleague, Senator Kramer, I want to mention I was at the national championship game. It was just fantastic. As I say, Bison Nation, which is all of our Bison fans from North Dakota and across the country, the coaches, the staff, President Brashani, and of course these great student athletes that had such a wonderful game. It was a great show. They turned out en force in Frisco, Texas. We're starting to call Frisco Fargo South, which is actually the name of one of the high schools up in Fargo. It's kind of fun. But our fans traveled down there so well, filled the stadium, and they did once again. And it was just a wonderful atmosphere. It was on national television, so they performed on a national stage, and people from across the country got to watch a wonderful game. But leading up to that game, in the semifinals, they played James Madison University, which has a tremendous football program as well. That was on a Friday night. It was the Friday night where we were last here several weeks ago, voting until about 2 o'clock in the morning. And the reason I bring up the story is because we must have had, I know you were there, Mr. President, we must have had, north of 20 votes at least. So we started early in the evening and went till, I think, 2 in the morning, thereabouts. But that game was on the semifinal game between North Dakota State University Bison and the James Madison Dukes was on television that Friday evening. So between votes, we were going into the cloakroom, and we had it on television there. And so between votes, all of the senators, at least in the Republican cloakroom, we had it on, and we're watching the game. And it was a lot of fun and helped, with a long evening. But it really demonstrated how this program has done so much in terms of for the state and NDSU, and really providing an awareness nationwide of these great student athletes that we have, because all of our colleagues got to see and really commented not just on the caliber of the football that our team plays, and it was a hard-fought game. James Madison has a wonderful program as well. Again, really just class operation. So the Bison won in a hard-fought game. But the other thing that was fun is we have a dome up there. We call it the Bison Dome, go figure. And remember, Bison that's B-I-S-O-N, but it's a Z, not an S when you say it properly. But they showed all the fans having fun and the noise in the dome, which makes it so hard to come up and play North Dakota State on our home field in our dome. And everybody, of course, is dressed in the green and gold. But just an incredible sports atmosphere. So for anyone that likes collegiate athletics, this is one of the most iconic, greatest venues in the country. And again, it is Bison Nation. It's the fans, it's everybody, the coaching staff, President Bashani, his whole team, the staff and faculty, and of course, most of all, these student athletes. And I know you, Mr. President, coming from Michigan, know what great sports teams are all about. But their commitment, their hard work, their passion, the support of Bison Nation, all these things just make it a joyous and wonderful thing. And I can't say enough about these young people, the commitment they make, the hard work that they do. Many of them actually end up in the professional ranks, so they're playing at an extremely high level. But they're just wonderful young people, and I can't say enough great things about them. And so once again, now 9 out of the last 11 years, national champs. Again, congratulations and go Bison. I want to thank Senator Kramer for his comments and wonderful commentary on these great student athletes. But one other point I want to make, just that goes to the excellence of this program. The last national championship they'd won, the quarterback was a wonderful player by the name of Trey Lance. He played 1 year as a redshirt freshman, so he easily could have been playing this year, which would have been probably his sophomore, maybe junior year. It's a little hard to say with the COVID spring season, but I think it would have been his sophomore year. But the reason he wasn't able to quarterback the team is because he was quarterbacking the San Francisco 49ers to a win in the NFL. And so they bring in another redshirt freshman quarterback who platoons with some other players, another wonderful quarterback, but Cam Miller. And so they win it with another player. But again, it just shows, even as they lose some of these players, sometimes in the transfer portal, sometimes the NFL, as Senator Kramer said, they keep bringing in just excellent athletes, and he mentioned a number of them. And it's not just that they're excellent athletes, they're student athletes. And again, that goes to the quality and the character of the program. And so again, we commend all of them. Senator Kramer, thanks for joining me. And also with Kelly Armstrong in the House in recognizing a wonderful group that truly deserves it, all of Bison Nation. Anything else, Senator Kramer? All right, we yield the floor.